It's a big day for Akrhaven Comics, something I've been proud to be a part of since day one. I love early adopting new things, new technologies, new ways to get the books out there to readers. And I really appreciate all of you who support the channel and read the books. If you want to support the channel and read the books, there's a bunch of great ways to do so in the description below. We've got my newsletter, in which you get a free graphic novel from me for signing up, alerts you to new releases and my video updates every week. Second is my Patreon, of course, and that helps us to cover some of the costs of the comics that we produce all the time, and that we can keep them going. And of course, do more and better as we keep going along. And number 3 is my Amazon store. So all my books are on there. There's going to be something for you, something of every genre. I try to cater to as many people as possible, because that's what comics is about. Comics are for everyone. And Akrhaven comics are especially for everyone. Chuck Dixon, the legend, the hero, reports that Akrhaven Comics has gotten 2 million views. This is a crazy landmark. It's been increasing rapidly on their Arctoon platform, which is a competitor to Webtoon. Now, why does a competitor to Webtoon needed? If you look at Webtoon, Webtoon really only promotes Tumblr art style books towards teenage girls. You only can get stuff like My Giant Nerd Boyfriend, To Love Your Enemy, Tricked into Becoming a Heroine's Stepmother, Nice to Meet You, Cursed Princesses Club, Everything is Fine. As you can tell, all of these have one thing in common, and they all kind of just like look like generic webcomic romance things. That's all that they try to produce. They try to push the LGBT agenda, of course. You see high-class homos right here, of course. And that's going to be further pushed in a new partnership with DC Comics, which is making a Batman Wayne Family Adventures, among other books that they're going to be putting up there. So they are tied in with Globo Homo. They're tied in with big corporate media, and they have their little machine going. They really don't promote you unless you're a part of this club, and that's what people are finding when they come up there and try to get on the Webtoon platform. I tried to get Flying Sparks on there for a second, and it was very difficult to get seen on the site because they downplay certain content and they upplay certain content, not based on views, but based on what the content is and what they want to promote. We see this with Common America. Common America is Tim Lim's great book, which is killing it on Kickstarter. It made like $100,000 in a day. It has a huge, huge following base. 2,000 people already backing it. And as you can see, over about 6 days here, they've only gotten 1.5K views on this website on their free sort of setup. Now, that's kind of crazy. Common America, with such a huge following and all that, should really be doing better on Webtoon. But it's Webtoon that's actually keeping the platform down. And our Akrhaven Comics. Akrhaven Comics really does just let it go based on what's popular. You can see that Gungul, Will Callaghan's book, which is, a good book, but it is one of the lower tier creators that doesn't have much of a following, has 57,000 views on it. That's absolutely crazy. So it's really moving along, and it's with people who don't hate you. It's people who are inclined to buy your products on Akrhaven.com also. It's amazing that they got up to their 2 million viewership mark this fast. There's so much content on here. It is really pushing everything to new heights, and it's very exciting stuff. Akrhaven also has a higher resolution rate for their frames than Webtoon has, so you can get nicer images on the comics here compared to what you're going to find on Webtoon. So very exciting stuff. Congratulations, everybody involved. Chuck's involved with a bunch of comics. Of course, I've got a bunch of comics on there. There's a Brazilian publisher who's wonderful, who's got a bunch of comics on there also. And of course, Vox Day's comics are on here too. This is just great news for Akrhaven, and I'm excited for what's coming soon. I hear that they're going to be opening up the platform to people to actually just post them themselves. Right now, it's kind of been in beta version where you have to work with Akrhaven in order to get your books up there. But the editor is almost ready, from what I understand, and people are going to be able to come on, put their own comics out, and create a new market for people to love, enjoy, and read comics. Very excited. All right, what do you think about this? Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.